We got tier lists. So, I structure my tier list a little bit differently. Basically, up top is must pick, must ban. Pretty self-explanatory. You either pick these or you ban these. And there's always good, which just means it's just always good, but they're not like super crazy powerful. You're gonna have a little trouble hard carrying, but they're good picks. You know, they're not bad. You got solid. They're a little bit. They're not always good. You know, they have some bad matchups, but overall, you can play them in most games. Situational is situational. You only play them in certain situations, or if like you're a one trick or something like that. Bad is just don't play it like there's just bad character. You're gonna have to like really skill diff your enemies if you want to get value. And then reportable, I'm reporting you if you play these characters. Simple as that. Which let's get reportable out the way. Which I'm pretty sure no one's gonna disagree with me here. Black Widow goes in reportable tier. Pretty self-explanatory. It's Widow. I would also put Scarlet Witch here, cause she kind of doesn't do anything. Like let's be real here. Scarlet Witch ain't doing shit. She's like okay at anti-dive, but honestly, if you need anti-dive, there's like 500 other characters you can go instead of Scarlet Witch, and you get so much more value. Oh, you'll see. Don't worry. Who else? Squirrel Girl honestly goes down here in reportable. The only time you should ever pick Squirrel Girl is if like you're getting full held at first spawn point, like in the convergence maps, and even then, there's other characters that are better at breaking the spawn hold, like Moon Knight, for example. And trying to think, is there anybody else who I'd put down here in reportable? Loki. I'll put Iron Man here. No, actually, I think Ultron's a little better than these four characters. I'll put Iron Man over here though, because Iron Man kind of just doesn't do anything. Like, I'm gonna be real. Unless you're like in low elo, in which case he's just like all flyers are OP. Like, what does Iron Man bring that like another DPS wouldn't? You know, like yes, you have maximum pulse, but I think it's countered by everything. Yeah, I think those are my reportable tiers. I think these four are like, I'm reporting your ass if you play any of these characters. Okay. Alright, let's go alphabetical order now. Adam. I think Adam's still situational, sadly. His new movement ability is nice, and the fact that he can fly is nice, but like, that doesn't address the fact that he's dog shit in double support comps. Like, they need to buff him in a way that'll make him actually viable in double support, cause he's just not it. Like, yeah, like he's really good in triple support. I'll give you that. Like, if you play him triple support, Adam's actually like, he jumps up, probably like always good. Just assuming like if we're always triple support, but you're not always gonna be triple support, so that's why I feel like he's situational. Angela. I think Angela's solid, low-key. No, she's not always good. I feel like she's solid. You can get away with her in most games. You just gotta ban like Invis, and like low-key you gotta ban like Thing. Thing will shut you down if the Thing and Thor. If any of those two tanks are on your cheeks, you can't do anything as Angela. But I think like overall she's still solid. She still has her CC. She's a flying tank. You know, she's not bad. See here, BP. I put him in situation, or did I put him in bad? Because he does have a lot of hard counters, but low key, that buff they gave him, that extra like 5 damage to his spears, is actually like made him a little bit better. Like, he is playable. But I don't think he's situational. I think low-key goes in bad. He still suffers from everything like that he used to. You pick Thing, he can't do anything. You pick Bucky, he can't do anything. Elsa's in the game now. You just saw in the last game that I played. Freaking, he gets hit by the trap. He's just cooked. The supports that are in the meta, you know, Loki, Mantis, those supports cook him. Like, he's just bad. But that buff they gave to him, Spear, Loki did bump him up. Like, if this was like pre-buff, he would have been reportable 100%. But he got bumped up a little bit. Blade is just bad. And I love Blade. I have Lord on Blade. I forced Blade so many times trying to make him work. But my god, he just doesn't work. Like, his anti-heal isn't enough. His damage isn't enough. He has no CC. He has very limited mobility. His block is like the one good thing about him. And having a good block as a DPS kind of is a nothing burger. Like, they need to give him some love. They gotta buff him up or like give him a small rework or something. But he's just not good, man. He's just bad. Cap. I feel like Cap is always good, low key. I feel like you can pick Cap into anything, and you'll do just fine. With like the one exception being Thing, and even then, Thing can you could just outmaneuver Thing if you play it correctly. And like, you're not gonna be getting a whole lot of kills on Cap, but just the fact that you can stay alive for like 500 years in the backline and just be a menace to the supports. And if they ignore you too, like, you just get a free kill every time. Like, if you go on under supports and the enemy team just ignores you, you just kill them for free. So like, I think it's always good, but even if you're not getting kills, just the distraction value is just nuts. Let's see here. Yeah. I think Cap goes in always good. Okay. Cloak and Dagger. Situational. I don't think she's that good. I'm real. I think Cloak and Dagger is not that good. Low-key, I'm tempted to put Cloak and Dagger in bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'll keep her in a situational though, because if she's a support, and supports are just kind of cracked in this game. But like, there's really no reason to pick Cloak and Dagger. Like, there's really no reason. Like, why pick Cloak and Dagger over like Luna or Invis or Mantis? Like, there's no point. Like, she just gets... It's not even that she's bad. It's just that they get outclassed by every other support. That's straight up it. Which is like... if anything, that just shows that power creep in this game is kind of getting out of hand. Because at one point, Cloak and Dagger was like the best support. But not anymore, sadly. Elsa. I'm going to save Elsa for last. Because she's a new character. Emma. Emma's always good. Like, there's no situation where Emma is bad on real. She's not a must pick, must ban though. And the reason for it is because she's just not a server admin like she used to be. They did like the nerfs like added up over time, so now she's still like good. Like, she's still honestly probably like, would I put her top 3 tanks still? Probably. I'd say she's like number 3 in tanks. Which kind of makes me want to put her up to must pick, must ban. But the thing is, I don't think she's worth a ban anymore. Loki, I'm gonna put Emma up here. I'm gonna say, like, if you want to win, pick her, but she's not worth the ban. That's what I should say. There you go. She's a must pick, but she's not a must ban. Daredevil. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I think Daredevil is got bumped down. I don't think he's a must pick, must ban anymore. I feel like he's shut down a lot easier ever since the damage nerfs and the nerf they gave to his shift, where he only gets one of his like fury. Low key. Okay, I'm gonna put him down as solid. Because now that I'm thinking about it, there are some characters that can absolutely shut you down as on Daredevil. I don't think he's always good. I think like if they're running like a hard anti-dive comp, like they're running like Thing and like Invis, Loki, or like Mantis, something like that, I feel like Daredevil just kind of gets cooked. But that being said, he is still Daredevil. Like you can still pop off on him. You can still, his ult is still a checkmate ult. If they don't have a support ult for you, their team is just dead. Deadpool, they only have one Deadpool in here. So I'm gonna see if I can add them. Let's see, how do I add more? I gotta add the file. Oh, whatever. I'll talk about them separately then. So, if this was DPS Deadpool, I'd put him in situational. Nah, I'd put him in. Nah, he'd be situational if this was DPS Deadpool. And the reason why I think he's situational is because, like, he's just too squishy, man. Like, DPS Deadpool is just a little too squishy. Like, 250 HP is a little bit too low for his game plan. And, yes, he gets damage reduction, but, like, it's honestly not enough. Now, support pool would go in solid. Just because he's just a good support overall. He's cracked. If support pool is in triple support, like if you're running triple support pool, he's low-key must pick, must ban. I'm not even gonna lie. Support pool in triple support is cracked. But in dual support, he's still pretty good. He's still solid. Like, I think you can still pick him. A lot of people say you can't pick support pool in double support comps. I don't understand why. Like, you definitely can. You just gotta play a little bit safer, is all. But tank pool, and I'm gonna put him up here just solely for tank pool. This is like tank pool placement. I'll add. I'll see if I can like add DPS and support pool afterwards. But tank pool is low key like second best tank. I'm not even gonna lie. This comes from like a tank main. If I pick tank pool, I'm rolling. Like I'm winning the match. Shit is crazy. Like, he does so much damage. He has really good survivability too. I'm not sure if you know this, but his upgraded E, when he pops it, he gives himself 40% damage reduction and everybody around him 20% damage reduction. Like, it is insane the amount of survivability he has. And then obviously his E gives him attack speed. So it's like, the best way I can describe to you tank pool is, imagine if Thor had Awakening Rune always on while still keeping his survivability. That's the best way I can describe tank pool. Like, he is crazy. He's crazy good. Strange. I think Strange is always good. Nah, low key. Nah, I think Strange is always good. I don't think he's must pick, must ban. I feel like he's really close to it though. With that new team up they gave him, like, he might get bumped up what's here. Might not. But I don't think it's enough to bump him up. But he's still really good. Like, the changes they've been getting him recently have been solid. Yeah, always good. Like, the changes they gave him are solid. All the buffs they added up. He went from being like one of the worst tanks in the game to now being one of the best, which is nice. I like to see Strange. I think Strange is like super fun, and like I think Strange is one of those characters that should always be in the meta, just because it's fun seeing like Portal plays and like his how people play with his ult, and now with like mobility now, seeing all these crazy plays with him. It's just nice to see, you know. It's nice to see Strange back up in the meta. Gambit. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. He's always good. I don't think he's worth a ban anymore, though. I'm real. I feel like if you're banning Gambit still, you're kind of trolling. Because he can get shut down now. Like, his healing got reduced by a lot. So, like, don't get it twisted. He's still really good. He still has the best support ult in the game, like, without a doubt. But I think, like, the nerfs actually brought him down, like, quite a bit. Like, I feel like you actually die on him now. You know, you struggle to keeping your team alive, because you can't heal them up back to full as easily anymore. Like, you have to actually commit all your cooldowns if you want to heal your team back up. But he's still good. Like, that ult is still carrying him. Ult is still cracked. It's always gonna be good. I feel like Gambit's one of those characters that will always be good just solely off the ult and nothing else. Yeah. Groot is #1 tank, without a doubt. If you know how to play Groot, you spam him every game, you will win. Like, I'm not even joking. A good Groot will take over an entire lobby, and it's not even close. Like, just get good with your wall placements, and figure out how to, you know, essentially just get good with your wall placements and just cut off heals. You can cut off heals, you can cut off the DPS, you can cut off the tanks, you can cut off anyone. He's CC immune with the big wall, so you can't even, Wolverine can't even fuck him up anymore. Or Bucky, which were like two of his biggest counters, they don't even counter him anymore. Like, Groot's just cracked. Like, I'm surprised more people aren't playing Groot. Because, like, I genuinely feel like he's the best tank in slot. But, like, there's just not enough Groot players for people to realize that yet, in my opinion. Hawkeye's solid. Hawkeye's solid. He's annoying. Okay. If the Hawkeye can aim, if the Hawkeye can hit consistent headshots, he's a must pick, must ban. Like, without a doubt. However, for your average Hawkeye, I say he's solid. Okay, and this is like top 1%, like, players only that could, like, are always hitting headshots, hitting the flank, killing your supports in like 2 seconds. Must pick, must ban. But for most people, I feel like he'd be solid. Loki don't even need aim on him. You gotta aim at least a little bit, alright? Like, yeah, you can spam down main for the most part, but you gotta at least, like, you know, put your crosshair at, like, head level, you know? You gotta aim a little bit. But if you actually look at high level gameplay, what high level Hawkeyes do, they don't even, like, spam down main. They, like, go on off angles, they go on flanks, and just, like, one tap one support, one tap the other support, and team fight's over. If you get one of those in your games, he's a must pick, must ban. Every single time. But for the most part, I feel like he's solid. Hela. Hela's always good. Hela's always good. Hela will always be good. She's Hela. I don't even gotta explain to you. Like, if you play this game at all, you know what Hela does. She's just always good. I don't think she's worth a ban, because she can get shut down by dive. But you have to, like, full on dive her to shut her down. Because if you just have one diver, if you have, like, for example, like a Spider-Man just going on her, she'll kill the Spider-Man every time. Heck, even a Hulk can get shredded by a Hela. But, you know, it's Hela. She has a stun. She has get off jail free card. She has a ability that goes through shields. It's fucking Hela. Like, she can 2-tap. She has one of the best DPS ultimates in the game. She's just good. Hulk. I think Hulk is solid now. Okay. That buff they gave to his clap, and the buff they gave to his ultimate were actually enough. Like, you do feel unstoppable in the ult now. Which, like, even before the buff, his ult was like the only scary thing about him. So post buff, like, him being unstoppable during the ult is just crazy. I will say, you do have to put in some time to learn Hulk. You can't just... it's a mix of both. I'm ranking them both, like, on their kit and, like, also average, like how good the average player can get with them. Because I'm assuming, too, like... it is assuming you're, like, maining these characters, too. I'm not assuming you're just like a brand new player picking up and play, because if you're like a brand new player and just picking up and playing like a character, then I'd say like Scarlet and Scroggle will probably be like all the way over here, you know. So it's kind of like a mix of both. I'm mixing like what their kit is and like essentially like the potential of their kit for like the average player, you know. Will the average player hit like most of their headshots in the Hawkeye? Probably not. Which is why I put them in solid. But like, if they are hitting their headshots, you know, again, like, all over here. But I feel like most players can get away with Hela. Like, he actually does. I mean, not Hela. We already talked about Hela. I'm talking about Hulk now. Yeah, hold on, my bad. With Hulk, if you like put in some time on Hulk, you can get good wins with him. I feel like he's solid. He's good in most matches. There are like some matchups where you just can't play like Hulk at all. Like if they have a Wolverine, if they have a Thor, if they have an Invis, or they have like an Emma, the Hulk still struggles. But overall, I say he's solid. Like you can play around him now because the buff they gave to his jump. Where they lowered the amount of charge you need actually like increases your survivability by a lot because you're just so mobile on him now. But yeah, I think Hulk is solid. Torch. Oh, my poor Torch. I think he's situational. Like he's alright. You can get good plays on him. His ult is fine. His primary fire is fine. His like burst is okay. He's just like an okay character. He's like a very middle of the pack DPS where he kind of does a lot of things good, but he doesn't really excel at one thing, you know. Like if you like, you can get good on him. There are good like Torch players and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like I don't really see him that much. I feel like when I do see him, he kind of gets shut down by hit scan. Invis is must pick, must ban. Especially if you're playing dive, you have to ban Invis still, which is the sad part. She's still like really good anti-dive support. You pick her if any of the other two supports that I'm about to put up here are banned. Like she's just so good. There's no like that self shield is just way too strong. They need to like get rid of it. No, they just gotta get rid of the self shield, Loki, and she'll be brought back down. Yeah, like she's so strong. That nerf was like a slap on the wrist. Iron Fist. Okay, I think Iron Fist is solid. With the current meta, she needs her shelf shield. You could argue that, but I would then argue that like your other support should be helping you out if you're struggling, you know. But that, like I said, that self shield is just too strong. But Iron Fist though, low-key, I think Iron Fist is solid. Like low-key, I've had a few Iron Fists in my matches already. They just kind of ran the lobby because my team would refuse to go a character that could shut him down. So if you let the Iron Fist be and you're not like actively trying to shut him down, which shutting him down is pretty hard because of the block and all his mobility. Oh, excuse me. Like shutting him down is hard, but if you don't do it, he runs your lobby. That buff they gave to him, where like his regular punches get an extra 5 damage. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it breaks. It low-key, like it helped him hit the breakpoints with his combos. So you can basically just like go on your backline, kill your supports, then go on your tanks because he's also a tank shredder on top of a diver, and just start fucking up your tanks. I think he's solid. I think Iron Fist is in a good place right now. I feel like they shouldn't touch him anymore. They should just leave him where he's at. He's fine. Jeffy. He's situational right now. Okay. He's situational right now, and the reason for it is because Jeff thrives in a dive meta. If we were in a dive meta, like Jeff would be all the way up here next to Invis. But we're not. We're in a more poke heavy meta, and I feel like Jeff kind of struggles against poke. It's just not his meta. Like I don't think he's bad. Like I don't think he has a bad kit. He's not bad at all. It's just not his meta. I don't think they should buff him. Or like touch him at all. Honestly. Like, but once we shift more towards a dive heavy meta, Jeff's songs, they're gonna go up. Trust. Like, if next patch they nerf the fuck out of poke and like dive takes over, Jeff is gonna be thriving. Because like the way you get value on Jeff is like by going on off angles and using like your piercing heals to heal your allies and also damage the enemies. You know. But I'm putting him in situational because the only time you want to be running Jeff is with full dive. So if you're in that situation, yes, run Jeff. If not, other supports are better. Loki is low-key the best support in game right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Loki is strong right now. The lamp, like he has lamps. Lamps are always gonna be good. His ult is always gonna keep him relevant because he can just copy whoever the best support is. Just copy their ult. He has a Mantis team up, which the Mantis team up is cracked. Which, speaking of which, those are top 3 supports right there. I'll put Mantis next to Loki because if you're picking Loki, you don't have to pick Mantis, but you'd be trolling if you didn't pick Mantis. Because these 2 supports, yes, Mantis, bro, the Loki and Mantis team up is broken. Getting the extra range on the lamps, like, is just way too good. Like, lamps is already a good ability, and then just adding extra, like, what is it, like 5 meters next to it. It just kind of breaks them, you know. Her healing is so slow. Her healing is slow, but even with her slow healing, you can actually still get away with Loki Mantis double support. I'm not even joking. It's and the reason for it is basically just her no, your team just needs to know how to take less damage. Not even the team up. She brings value through her sleep and just through raw damage alone. Like her team up is basically what pushed her over the edge. If she didn't have team up, I would put her like either solid or always good. But that team up pushes her over the edge. Not just that, she also has a team up with Groot, who's best tank in the game, and that team up with Groot also helps Mantis. Mantis' slow healing because now Groot can help with healing as well with the healing wall. But like you can run Loki Mantis if your team knows what they're doing. If you run Loki, Mantis, Groot, you have enough healing for the entire team with the team up. And then on top of that, you get damage boost, which damage boost is extremely underrated. Like that damage boost is crack. It helps you just one shot with basically any character. Like you can, like damage boost is so good that if you damage boost a Black Widow who's in reportable tier, she bumps up to like always good. So that's how cracked Mantis is. She's a really good enabler. You can run them both dual support, or you can run them triple support too. Which triple support is in the meta, which is sad, but it is what it is. Like if you really need more healing, just run like Mantis, Loki, Invis, or Mantis, Loki, Gambit triple support, and you'll be fine. But yeah, like she's just cracked. The damage boost, the sleep, the movement speed, her ult is really good. It's essentially like a diet Gambit ult because you get the movement speed, you get the overshield. So it's like a go button. It's like you press Mantis ult, it is go 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 go. That's why I think Loki. These are the 3 best supports in my opinion. Luna Snow, she's solid. She's solid. I wouldn't say she's always good. Mostly because she can still get dope easily. That's the thing. That's the problem with her. That's always been the problem with Luna Snow, is that she kind of struggles against dive. She also struggles against poke a little bit, not as much, but dive is her like worst enemy. But even then, she still has 10-second ultimate. You know, she dances for 10 seconds, keeps the whole team alive. She can damage boost too, which is nice. She has Snowflake. Snowflake helps keep your team alive. But she's still a solid character. But she's just not as good as these 3 are as Gambit, in my opinion. Magic is also solid. She can take over a lobby. Like if you have a Magic player on your team, she can single-handedly roll the enemy team, and vice versa. If the enemy team has like an actual Magic player, then she can roll your team. They made her ult too weak. The way it takes ages to get up, and you really feel the nerfs to say. Yeah, that's why I put Luna Stone. It's solid instead of always good or must pick, must ban. But with Magic, if you run into like an actual scary Magic player, you have to shut her down. Like it's a team effort to shut down a good Magic player. But then again, you have to get good with Magic. That's the thing. Like her kit is basic, but you have to get good with her kit, which is why I'm putting her in solid. And she can still get shut down. Like if you're ever struggling with Magic, just play Thing. Straight up, you shut her down completely. Like very similar to like BP, except for the fact that she can actually survive and stay alive and actually do good damage. Yeah. I mean, it's Magic. Everybody knows Magic. She's been in the same spot since the game came out. Magneto is always good. I wouldn't say he's top 3 tanks anymore. I think Deadpool took over Magneto in terms of in for his spot in the top 3 tanks. That being said, it's still Mag. You know, he's still good. He has the double bubble. He has a shield that can eat projectiles. You have your own ultimate that also eats projectiles and can one-shot through support ults. He has a solid neutral. He has a one-shot combo. The Gambit team up is cracked still. But like the problem with Mag, and this is a problem he's always had, is that you can only do so much on him, you know? He's very much so team reliant, more so than other tanks, even someone like Strange. Because Strange can like brawl, get a big Agamotto, and like one shot of support. Whereas Mag has to play a bit more slow, you know? And he has to play more around his team. He has to enable his team, and if his team isn't doing the best, well, you're probably gonna lose that match. Not for real. Mr. Fent. Oh, Mr. Fent's bad. I'm for real. I like Mr. Fent. Keep in mind, I love Mr. Fent. I play him from time to time. And I think he's really fun. But he's bad. Like, he's meant to be... He's essentially a character to try to trick DPS players into playing tank. But you get so much more value if you just play a tank rather than Mr. Fent. Like, everything he does, like any other tank could just do better. So, I low-key think he's bad. I know he just got a recent, like, Rocket team up. But, like, I don't think the Rocket team up... The Rocket team is kind of like a nothing burger. I'm for real. I don't know what they were trying to cook with that, but it doesn't do anything. But yeah, like he's decent anti-dive, but there's better anti-dive characters. Like, he's just bad. He's just bad. Moon Knight. What is low-key solid. And the reason he's solid... yeah, he's solid. Okay. I'm not sure if you know this, but they when he got the Blade team up, he got an increased 5% damage boost, and they didn't give him a compensation nerf. So he just got a flat out. He just outright got a 5% damage boost on his entire kit, which kind of broke the character and pushed him over the edge from being like a troll pick to an actual good pick. Which is crazy. Like what, like a little bit of damage can do to a character. Plus the double right click, the double like blades. You can one shot a support with that. You can like go on off angles. You can spam down main. He has good mobility. So waiting on Moon Knight ult charge nerf. Bro, the thing is they can like nerf the ult charge, and he just does so much damage that it's just gonna increase the amount of time it takes for him to get ult by like from like 7 seconds to 8 seconds. Like he just outputs so much damage. Groot is in the meta right now. Groot is freaking cracked right now. So if you get a Groot, Groot ult combo going, that's just a confirmed team wipe right there. If your Groot ults them, and you're Moon Knight, so you're always gonna have ult on hand. You just ult them. That's a confirmed team wipe, unless they have like a Gambit or something to cleanse. But yeah, he's solid. Namor. I put him in situation, or do I put him in solid? I think I'm gonna put him in. No, I'll put him in solid. No, I'll put him in situational. I'll put him in situational. Nah, I'm putting him solid. I think because Namor is so weird. Because his team ups make or break the character. Like if you have no team up, I'd say he's situational, and you should really only pick him into dive. Or you're just like a crackdown Namor player and can hit nasty flanks. But since Hela is in the meta and we're kind of in a poke meta, you're always gonna have the team up, and that team up is kind of crazy. So like, if you have the team up, solid. Loki, if you have the team up, always good. Loki. But with no team up, situational. They did try to buff his base kit, but the buffs were honestly not enough. Like he still kind of folds without the team up. Penny's bad. Penny's bad. I don't care what anyone says. Penny's bad. Like, you just can't get blown up on her. We're in a heavy poke meta, and Penny struggles against poke. Like, it's that simple. We're in a poke meta, and Penny can't do anything against poke. She gets blown up. They go Phoenix, they go Hela, they go Punisher. You're cooked. That's it. It's over. And they took away the double nest, which was a big hit to Penny. To a point where even like top Penny players aren't playing Penny. That's how badly she got nerfed. Like, just don't pick this character. Even on the batch she's good in, she's not that good in. Phoenix, best DPS in the game. It's fucking Phoenix. Like, yes, they just recently nerfed her from 275 to 250. I was a slap on the wrist. It didn't change anything. Like, she's diveable, at least now, where before she wasn't diveable at all. Now at least she is kind of diveable. But like being kind of diveable, but like having the amount of DPS she has is just not okay. Like they need to nerf her even more, in my opinion. They need to like either take away the stun or take away the little teleport she has, because you can't have both. Can't have a poke character with get out of jail free card and a stun at the same time. Like that's just too much. Her ult is still one of the best ults in the game. You can one shot. You can set up a. If you get damage boosts, she one shots through support ults. It's crazy. Like it's Phoenix. She's always gonna be good, unless they Omega nerf her. Psylocke. No, Psylocke. Low key, I'm gonna do something a little bit spicy. I'm gonna put Psylocke in bad. And the reason I'm putting her in bad is because she was already an ult bot, and then they nerfed the ult. Like, they nerfed the ult charge. They just recently nerfed the ult damage. She was already an ult bot, and like they gave her like increased fall off, so like you can hit harder at range. But she's a shotgun hero. So like, who cares? You know? Doesn't matter. They just been nerfing her over and over again. She's low-key kind of bad now. Like, her ult is still decent, but like, her ult being decent and her base kit being bad just makes me feel like she's bad. Low-key. Punisher solid. Punisher solid. He struggles to get into dive, and even then he's like doesn't struggle a whole lot into dive. But like he's just a good DPS pick. He has good damage. He has decent survivability. Even though my Punisher always finds the weirdest way to die every single game, I don't understand how. But like, I mean, he's just a good character. Like, he's just a solid pick. Like, if you play Call of Duty, you can play Punisher and you'll be fine. Rigby. Where am I putting Rigby? I put him in a situational. I kind of want to put him in a situational, but low-key, I feel like he's better than Cloak and Dagger and Adam and stuff. I'll put him at the top of situational. He's just a heal bot. That's it. And Phoenix is also in the meta. So if they have a Phoenix, your ult means absolutely nothing. But like, the amount of heals you can output on Rocket is still like insane. You can enable your team heavy on him if you just hold down right click, which is a boring playstyle, but you know, it's Rocket, it's Rigby. What you gonna do? He's situational. You're essentially, the situation you pick Rigby is if like you're a tank or DPS player and you're being forced on support, then you pick him. Other than that, I don't see any reason to pick him over any other support. Rogue Loki, I think is always good. Low-key, I think Rogue is always good. Despite being in a poke meta, that recent buff they gave to her dash, where it lowered it down by like 3 seconds, is kind of fucking good. It kind of brought her over the edge. Especially since Gambit is still good. If you get that Gambit team up, oh my god, she might low-key be like... Okay, Rogue without Gambit team up is always good. Rogue with Gambit team up is top 3 tanks, in my opinion. That Gambit team up is cracked. But without the Gambit team up, I'd say she's always good. Which you're not always going to get the Gambit team up, because a lot of people are still banning Gambit. Which in my opinion, he's not worth banning anymore. At least not worth perma banning. But like, I mean, Rogue is just like, there's no situation where Rogue is bad in my opinion. Even into like full poke, comps. Because I don't know if you know this. A lot of people are say Rogue is a brawl tank, when in reality she's a dive tank. Like you want to dive on Rogue, and so decreasing cooldowns on a dive tank just makes her really good. Spidey. He's situational. He's an okay diver. You know, if you can get good on him, he's pretty cracked. But like, realistically speaking, like, why play Spider-Man over like Daredevil or Iron Fist or Magic? Like, he doesn't bring anything to the table that these three don't bring. And like, he's not bad either, you know. He has good mobility. He has to pull off the map. If you can land those pulls off the maps, oh my god, he's annoying. But he also gets shut down by most Spider-Man players. Most Spider-Man players do suck. They do suck. But that just because most of the player base sucks doesn't mean that the character himself is bad. Because in my opinion, I feel like Spidey has a pretty solid base kit. It's just really hard to get the hang of. Is the thing. He has a really steep learning curve, is all. So, but if you can get over that learning curve, okay, I think you can pop off on him. Star-Lord, I believe, in my opinion, I think he's like second best DPS in the game. Loki. He's just good. Like, he has double roll, which automatically reload his weapons, which is really solid. His ult is a checkmate ultimate. Like, if you don't have a support ult for Star-Lord ult, he just wipes your team. If you combine Star-Lord ult with Gambit ult, he can kill through support ults. I'm not sure if you knew that, but Star-Lord and Gambit ult kill through support ults. Like, he's kind of cracked. He can build up ult really fast too with his spin. If you have like a Magneto on your team, you bubble him while he spins. He builds up like 30% ult charge just off of one spin. It's kind of crazy. Like, he's just a really all-around solid DPS. In my opinion, second best DPS. Yeah. Storm. I'm be real. I don't know where to put Storm. I don't see Storm players at all. Like, they're all gone. I don't know where the fuck they're at. I have not seen a Storm player. I thought maybe like after the recent patch, I'd see more Storm players. I have not seen a single Storm player at all. Like, I don't know where they're at. I don't know if they went back to Overwatch or something, or like, but they disappeared, which makes me want to say she's bad. Okay, like, if no one's playing her, that makes me think she's bad. But I wouldn't know because no one plays her. She relies on Jeff to get real value. I mean, yeah, I guess. But even then, like, if you're going with Jeff NATO, Phoenix just hard counters Jeff NATO. Which again makes me think, yeah, she's probably bad, so even after the changes. The Thing. Thing's solid. I feel like Thing is low-key a sleeper pick. Nah, hold on. Nah, I'll put him up here. Low-key, I feel like Thing is sleeper pick. I'm not even a Thing main. I do play quite a bit of Thing, but I'm not a Thing main. But I think he's low-key a sleeper pick. He does good damage now. That buff they give to his right click a while ago, like, bumped him up from being like worst tank in the game to like low-key being like pretty solid. And you know, obviously he's good into dive, but even if you're not running against dive, you can play him in like a brawl comp and he's still a good brawler. Like, I think you can play him in pretty much every game unless they have like a Moon Knight. If they have a Moon Knight, then don't pick Thing. But even against like Phoenix, Thing can work good against. He can work decent into a Star-Lord. Hela, like, he can give Hela some trouble. Uh, Emma, who was like a hard counter to Thing, doesn't really hard counter him anymore. She just doesn't have the damage like she used to. Don't play Thing into Groot though. That's the one thing. If you see a Groot, do not play Thing into Groot. You're gonna be struggle busing if you play Thing into Groot. But yeah, I say he's overall. I say like you can pick Thing in most games and be fine. Low key. Thor. I feel like Thor's also always good. I feel like Thor's good in like 99% of games. Honestly, you have the kidnap tech now. And also they recently gave him a buff where if you hit the right click, you get over health. Which I'm not sure if you guys played Thor back in like season 0, season 1, where he was like more brawl focused. It reminds me a lot of how he used to play like that back in the day, but now he can just kidnap a lot easier. You can bully tanks. Your awakening form out damages support healing. I'm not sure if you knew that. If the only support that can out heal support Thor's awakening is, I believe, Invisible Woman. Even Luna Snow's healing isn't enough to out heal the damage you do from awakening. So, like he's just good. Like they've been slowly buffing him. Low key, I think they should stop buffing Thor right now. I think like the way he is right now is fine. It's perfect. Like don't touch him. Like he's just always gonna be good. Like you always find value. You can counter flyers now too with him. Like he's just always gonna be good. Ultron. I don't see Ultron. I'm real. I don't really see Ultron. And the times I do see Ultron, he kind of gets farmed. Which makes me want to put him in bad. But we're all also in a triple support meta. And Ultron, historically, has been good in triple support. But low-key, even in triple support, I feel like Ultron still gets farmed. Like, you go Hela, you go Phoenix, you go Star-Lord, he gets cooked. Like, yeah, like, he's honestly not that good anymore. Which I'm honestly happy for. I hate Ultron. I don't like that character. I hate playing against him. I hate having one on my team, too. He's just not good. Venom. Oh, man, Venom. Venom goes to situational. He's situational because you need to be running hard dive if you want to get full value off of Venom. If you're the only diver is Venom, you can still like make plays, you can still get value off him, but it's not gonna be as much. It's not gonna be enough to hard carry, and we're just not in the dive meta right now. So, not saying he's bad though. Like his kit is still really good. Like he has a good ultimate, he has a good base kit. We're just not in his meta. We're just not. But he's sort of Cap 2.0 now. Yeah, he is. He's like Cap 2.0, but with less mobility and less survivability. So, like, why pick Venom over Cap? Like, there really is no point. But like I said, he's not bad per se. Like we're just not in his meta. Once we go into like a more hard dive meta, I feel like he's gonna like shoot up like heavily. But as of right now, he's situational. If you're running full dive, pick him. If not, don't even bother. Oh, Bucky. Well, Bucky's always good. Bucky's always good. There really isn't a situation where Bucky is bad unless they're going like heavy poke. Like if they're going like hella Hawkeye with like a Mag and a Doctor Strange, then Bucky's bad. But unless you're like in that specific scenario, he's always gonna be good. Like, he's Bucky. His hook is good. He has double orb, which knocks down flyers and slows. His uppercut shuts down mobility. His ultimate is again. Like, everybody's been on the receiving end of a Bucky ult. We all know Bucky. He's just always gonna be good. He's always gonna be good. I refuse to nerf him. Wolverine. Loki, Wolverine is situational. Loki, I think Iron Fist is a better tank shredder than Wolverine right now. That being said, though, Wolverine is better if there is like one tank that's running your lobby and you need to shut him down like immediately. Like, if there's like, for example, if there's like a Groot running your lobby, you pick Wolf and try to shut him down. If there's a Rogue running your lobby, you pick Wolf, try to shut her down. If there's a Strange running the lobby, you pick Wolf, try to shut him down. You know, that's the only time you should pick Wolf, though. I don't think picking Wolf like off rip is good. But if there's a tank that's running the lobby, pick Wolf, shut him down, and just hard focus. Elsa. Now, it's still a little early, but based off what I've seen, and based off how she feels, and the fact that I was dropping double-digit elims on like my third game on her, she feels like a combination of Bucky and Magic, and just kind of outdoes them both. And I low-key think with that ult hitbox, it bumps her up to being like number 3 DPS. Solely off of that ult hitbox. If that ult did not have that fat ass hitbox, I would put Hela up here instead of Elsa, and I put Elsa down here. But because that ult has that fat ass hitbox, I'm putting Elsa up here instead of Hela. Like, once they nerf that ult hitbox, she'll be brought down, but like, she just does so much damage. She has crazy combos. She has like one-shot combos every 2 seconds because her dash resets every 2 seconds if you get kills. Like, she is just crazy good, which I am happy for. Like, I love it when they release new characters and they're broken. Her biggest nerf she needs. No. Like I said, I'm only putting her up here because of the ult hitbox. If the ult didn't have that fat ass hitbox, she'd be like, she'd honestly be always good. And like I said, I'd probably put like Hela up here. But because the ult has that fat ass hitbox, low key, you either pick her or you ban her or you get rolled if they have a good Elsa, which is not that hard to get good on her. I'm be real. You can get good on her in like a couple matches. But yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and order these. So, let's see here. I'm gonna order them real quick. Yeah, Groot goes here. Tank pool. Yep. Let's see here. Let's put the tanks over here. I think Cap is better than Strange. Nah. I think it's also worse than Mag. I think it's better than Rogue though. I think Thor's better, a little bit better than Thing. Gambit's the one support here, so it's fine. I think Hela's better than Bucky. I think Angela's better than Hulk. Daredevil is better than Hawkeye. I think Iron Fist is also better than Hawkeye. I think Moon Knight and Punisher are worse than Hawkeye though. I think Punisher. No, I think Moon Knight's better. I think Magic's better than Hawkeye though. And Lunasto's the only support here. So we'll put Venom up here. Let's see here. I think Torch is worse than Spidey. I think Wolf is probably the best situational DPS. I'll put Namor over Spidey. I think Namor's better than Spidey. I think Cloak is better than Adam. I think Jeff's also better than Adam. I think Jeff's better than Cloak. Loki, I think Jeff is better than Cloak. Loki. Here. Put Penny over here. I like to order them from tank to DPS support. Hold on, I'll make it consistent. Hold on. Try to make it consistent. There we go. Penny goes here. I think Black Panther is better than Blade. I think he is. I think Fantastic's also better than Blade. I think Sonic's also better than Blade. I think Blade's better than Storm, but that's because I don't see Storm. And Reportable doesn't matter. They're all dog shit down here. Yeah, that's the tier list. That's ordered. There it is. Screenshot it if you want. I don't care. I might if you upload this on YouTube to see what my YouTube comments have to say. But yeah.
Yeah, some days I feel unfazed, like when I'm with my friends with a cup raised. On Monday, I got a gun raised, suicidal to a die until hump day. Then I go right back at it like I know.